Hey guys, my name is Emlyn and I'm a professional music producer and sound engineer from Melbourne, Australia. Today I'm going to be teaching you the very basics of making a beat using Ableton Live 10. Now, if you know how to make a beat or play a loop or make a rhythm using your MIDI controller or drum machine or whatever you have, but you're struggling to get it recorded down into Ableton Live, then this video is absolutely for you. Let's get stuck straight into it and let's see how easy it is. So one of the things you're gonna need if you don't have one already is a good MIDI controller. Myself, I'm using the Complete Control S49. It's the MK1. It's not the latest version. This is from Native Instruments. It has all sorts of integration, but it can be used just as a simple MIDI controller. Just for the record, you don't actually need a MIDI controller to record beats in Ableton Live, although it is nice and makes it a bit easier, especially if you've got drum pads like the Machine Studio I've got over here. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is actually just check that your MIDI controller is recognized by Ableton Live and that you've got it set up to send and deliver MIDI. So we're going to the preferences of Ableton Live and we're going to go to the link and MIDI section. So on here on the left you'll see your control surfaces. For me, I've got Machine Jam and I've got my Complete Control. And what you want to do is you want to select that as an input and your Complete Control. I've got it set up as DAW. I've got a special setup, but for your MIDI controller, just check your manual or check your online PDF manual of your MIDI controller to get set up in Ableton Live. The other thing is to also ensure when you come down here into your MIDI port section that you've got the track selected on. Alright, so once you've got that, we hit record down here and I can send and receive MIDI signal. So you'll see when I hit the key, you can see that the MIDI signal is passing through that channel. So now we know we're good. We know we're good to record a beat, okay? So once you've got that done, you've actually done 50% of your work of recording your beat into Ableton Live. Well done. So next, it's entirely up to you. If you have your own VST plugin, drum plugins, like Battery 4 from Native Instruments, for example, you can totally use that. For today's video's sake, I'm only gonna be using Ableton Live plugins. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to Instruments, we're gonna go to Impulse, you're gonna click this little triangle here, and there's a bunch of kits here that are already programmed for Ableton Live. Make it very simple, we're just gonna select one of these. So we're gonna select that one there. All right, so now I've got my signal, I've got my Impulse loaded, and now you can hear my samples here. So you've probably already, I'm talking to a musician, I'm sure, so you guys know how to play beats, you know how to make rhythm, you know how to make loops, but this was the part you were struggling on. You weren't sure how to record it into Ableton Live, how to lay down a groove. So now all you have to do, for those of you that like to play along to a click track, you can put the metronome on, which is these two little circles up here. That'll give me a metronome. We're on 120 BPM. I might just slow it down just a little bit so it's easier for me. So we'll get down to about 110. There we go. Or 111, whatever. And then all you have to do is hit record here. And then I'll just play something along. Here we go. Cool. So I've recorded something really simple there. If you haven't already double clicked on the clip, then do it now and you'll get this window here which shows all the MIDI input that we just had. But here, let's have a look at what we've got. I'll try and boost this up here for you. I played a few bung notes there, so we'll clean it up, okay? Now one little nifty thing I want to show you with the drum roll is you can hit fold, and you can do this on the keyboard roll as well. What fold does is it only shows you the notes you played, so you don't get too lost or confused. Especially in piano roll, this is handy. So we can move this, see this little triangle here? This will change the loop size. So if I put this here, so you're probably thinking, it's a bit sloppy. I mean, maybe you guys are awesome at smashing in the rhythm, your MIDI rhythm in, and it sounds amazing. For me, unfortunately, I'm not, so I'm going to quantize. Now, there's a very nice, quick, easy way we can quantize. And for those of you that don't know what quantizing means, that just means to snap it exactly to whatever you've got, either 1/8, 1/16, 30 seconds, or however you've got your quantize set up. It will actually put it in time for you. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to press Command A, like so, and then I'm going to press Command U. And now what that's done is it's actually quantized my beat. Now I played a few bung notes at the start of this, so if we have a listen. So I didn't really like that. So it actually kicks off from the 3rd bar here, so we're just going to drag that there. There you go. So that's my loop, you heard it there, perfectly quantized. Alright, now another thing you can do, we're going to hit Command All again. I don't want my velocity all over the place on this track just at the moment, so I'm just going to get it all the same. So what you do is you press Command A to highlight them all. Then we're going to drag, these are your velocity sensitivity here. We're going to drag them all to the top. And what that does is that evens them so they're all the same. And this gives you a very, I know, monotonous velocity. But for the sake of perfect YouTube goodness, we're going to do this. So now when I pull that back down, it's all smooth and same. I don't normally have velocity at full. I like to have it somewhere between 100 and 127, sitting about there. So now we're going to have a very consistent quantized beat. Perfect for those of you who want to make a very syncopated, whatever you make, whatever style. You don't have to do the quantize, just so you know. You can make it relax, you can add grooves. We're not going to show that in this video. And you can add swing. Let's have a listen to my loop. Here we go. I used to think that I got on the playground. I know how to do it when I get the nail down. You think you got it? You think you're gonna give it to me? I gotta give it to you back when you hit it to me. You got the beat, y'all. I got the beat, yeah. You think you got... Okay, sorry. Don't use any of that. Alright, and then what you can do now is... This is the fun part about recording in your own beat or your rhythm. Now we can just change the kit as we go. I don't really like that kit, so let's change the kit up. I actually like the kick in that kit, but I don't like my snare. It's actually a tom, it's not even a snare. So I'm just gonna go to samples, I'm gonna look for a snare, boom, type in snare. I like that snare there, and I'm just gonna drag it onto my tom. Here we go. Actually, it's a little bit 80s, hang on. That one there's nice, here we go. Anyway, the world is your oyster with Ableton Live. I hope I've helped you guys. I know this is a very simple beat, but it's for you brand new beat makers out there that have no idea what's going on. I will show you one other little cool thing that you can do if you are a linear recording old school artist like myself and you like to record in the timeline that goes, you know, naturally from left to right. What you can do is you can actually copy this, Command C, press Tab to get over to arrangement view, and then you can just Command V it, turn off clip action there, loop it up, and there you go, you've made yourself your little arrangement. Obviously you want to add strings, bass, whatever it is. Alright, thanks for joining me on Emlyn in the Mix today. I hope that helps you out on recording beats into Ableton Live. Until next time, consider subscribing to the channel, like the video, and leave a comment in the comment section below letting me know if there's something else you want to learn or you're struggling to do in Ableton Live. Thanks for joining me, new beat makers, and peace out. Boom.